Hello everyone, Chuckles here, and quite frankly, I'm amazed that I'm still upright. Well, I'm not, I'm sitting down, I'm on my bed. You can see our room. This is my brother Spencer, and I have this room. Amanda and Nikki have their own. And got these nice traditional beds and this nice tatami mat floor. We are at Kofuku Hot Spring, Kofuku Onsen, which translates to happiness offspring. Their slogan is "Happy You," and I am happy because things just, oof, it was rough. It was rough. I'm not going to go into it a whole lot right now because I need sleep. I've pretty much been up for 72 hours. I've had naps here and there. We were supposed to arrive. Well, we did arrive on Wednesday. No, Thursday. Sorry. We left on Wednesday. Sorry, we left on Wednesday, and then we crossed that time stream, and we come to Japan on Thursday, and that was all well and good. And what was supposed to happen is we were supposed to then get on a domestic flight to Miyazaki and be there on Thursday night and start the scout Friday morning. But what happened was I thought that Nikki, the official photographer of this trip, was going to be there like way before all of us, and then I was going to get there, and then we were going to wait for Amanda and Spencer, who were on the exact same flight. But instead, what happened was Nikki and I came relatively at the same time, and then we waited a long time for Spencer and Amanda. Their flight got delayed. We waited so long that we missed our domestic flight. It was the last flight of the day. Their plane came in at 4:50, and the domestic flight took off at 6:50. And it was about an hour bus ride between the Narita station and the Haneda station, which is what we needed to take to Miyazaki. So factor in that hour, and we would have had about 30 minutes to quickly get on to the plane bound for Miyazaki. And we discovered today, when we actually did that we would have been able to do it. Even if we had just like 20 or 30 minutes, we would have been able to do it. It's quick and easy. But that didn't happen. So I was like, well, what are we going to... Thankfully, the people at the... Because I was like, okay, we were at Narita Airport waiting, and then Amanda and Spencer came, and we were like, okay, well, now what? So I said, all right, well, let's just go to Haneda Airport. It's going to be an hour, and we know we can't make the flight. Let's just go there and see if they will reschedule that same flight so that we don't have to purchase those tickets again. So we did that. We went there, and we explained the situation, and they said, oh, they were immediately like, okay, well, let's get you another flight. We're like, whew. So they scheduled us for 6 o'clock this morning. We missed the last flight going out, so we got the very first one going out this morning. And so we're like, okay, well, but we were supposed to go to be at Kofuku Onsen tonight. So what can we do about that? Well, I guess we will stay somewhere here tonight. So I was like, I knew what I was talking about, so I was like, hey, is there a capsule hotel nearby? For those of you who don't know, I'll explain. She said, oh yeah, let me see. Oh, there's all these capsule hotels. As they started calling them for us. We're like, this one's full, this one's full, this one's full. Ah, this one. Oh, well, maybe you could try this one. Go to Hamamatsucho. Here, take the train here, and take the train here, and take the train. I didn't think we were going to be taking the trains this early in our trip. I thought we were going to wait until Tokyo, but no. The rest of my crew got to experience taking trains in Japan already. And we went to a small capsule hotel. Now, what a capsule hotel is, it's basically cubby holes for people. You go in, and there's a place to take a shower, There's a place to put your stuff, and there's little literal holes in the wall that you crawl into. They're nice, they've got blankets, and they've got like in fact they have this one, they have lights, and they have like a television set up in the wall. But you just basically go into your little hole and fall asleep. They're primarily known for being used by drunk people who are just so inebriated they don't know what they're doing, and they miss their train, so they have to crash somewhere. But they're also used as a cheap stay for travelers. And so by this time, it was 10:30 at night. So we checked in there, slept for maybe half the night, got up at 4 a.m. because we really wanted to make sure we were on time for this one. So we rushed back there and made our flight. So up and about and just staying up for all this length of time and like not sleeping. And in particular, I had been awake since Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. Time. Since Tuesday, because on Tuesday I left from Nashville, went to Burbank, and I was still, I wasn't about to sleep. I think I got maybe an hour of sleep in Burbank after my uncle took me to his place where Spencer was already. I wasn't about to sleep though, because I was just all these things in my head, and I was still arranging with Miyuki-san, like, okay, we're gonna do this, and I was just making sure everything was set up with the credit card company so that I could get my yen when I came here, which was another whole thing that I'll explain later. It's all good. It's all good. It's just little difficulties here and there with that, but it's all good. And then on top of that, we're supposed to be doing stuff already, and the driver and the transportation coordinator that Miyuki-san had arranged for us was going to pick us up at the airport, but then she couldn't because we were not there. And at this point, I did not have the internet access to. All the internet access was spotty every which way. I couldn't find a way to contact Miyuki-san and tell her. Finally, at the capsule hotel, there was decent Wi-Fi, and I was able to get an email out to Miyuki-san saying, "We got delayed. I'm sorry." By that time, they would have figured it out because Kae-san, our transportation coordinator, would have been like, they're not here. But I emailed her and told her what was up, and so they rearranged it. And so Kae met us today. Yeah, this morning. Even though we were supposed to already check into Kofuku last night, and then just crash, and then start our location scout the next morning. Instead, we got absolutely no sleep, and then just came here, quickly dropped our stuff off at Kofuku Onsen, and then just went out and did our scout like we were supposed to. So we just did it with no sleep. But man, these guys, you've seen the pictures by now that I posted on Facebook, and how exhausted we all are. But these guys are troopers, I'm telling you. Spencer and Nikki and Amanda, they're all like, we're all like that. But once it was time to go, man, they were just on it. They were like shooting photos. Spencer's documenting the whole thing. We're talking with Yoko, our interpreter, and Kai, the transportation coordinator. We're working with other people who are showing us these different locations. I'm discussing like the image of the film. Got my info kit. Got my info kit with the visuals and the descriptions of the film and all that. Got that translated into Japanese for all of these people so that they could know what I'm getting at. And then I discussed sort of filmmaking with them and sort of my ideas and visions and what I need. And they're thinking about places to take us. So they took us to some places today, but it was pouring rain, which I saw in the weather report. I was like, our first day in Miyazaki, it's going to be raining. But we still managed to get to a whole lot of really cool places. And then we topped it off by coming back here and actually using the onsen. Our first onsen experience. Oh, and I feel much better now that I've actually had 3 meals, actual meals, and used the onsen, and I'm about to actually sleep. Oh, it's good. And then we're going to start bright and early tomorrow morning, because based on what I've been talking about and what we've been discussing, they're going to take it. They've got some ideas for some new locations they're going to take us to today. I mean tomorrow and the next day, and then we're going to go to Tokyo and have our tourism day. Then we're going to do a little bit of that the next day as well before we all have to leave. Amanda is staying one more day and having some fun in Osaka, and that'll be it. I mean, of course, that'll not be it. This is only the beginning, and I can't wait. I can't wait to show off the. I can't wait to show off the EPK of this film, the electronic press kit, where my bros footage is going to go for behind the scenes. Oh, it's going to be fun. And again, a lot more to it than that, but those are the basics, and I need to sleep now, and I can't really talk much about it. So, we're here. We're here, and we're doing it. We're doing it. My team is rocking. They are rocking. We hit, as tired as we were, we hit the ground running. I mean, we were seriously working. We hit the ground running when we came here, and I'm going to hit the ground running when I return home. Your Yaku Yokai is underway. One more thing. Once again, just like 3 years ago when I entered Japan for the first time, and a news crew just like adopted me. Similar thing happened here. I couldn't talk with them very long because we had to go and meet Amanda and Spencer. At least we thought we were going to. Again, turns out that they were way late. None of our faults. It's just, it's just what happened. But therefore I couldn't have a really long interview with the news crew that accosted me. Because I was walking by and I saw the reporter. She was like, because they're standing there looking for people to interview, and she was like, and I was like, I'm in a rush, I need to go. But then as I came back, she was like, excuse me, and I was like, you know what, I should just stop and talk to them because this is a promotion opportunity. Any little promotion opportunity counts. And I got to tell them about myself and my filmmaking journey. I got to give them, here's my computer bag, and it's got everything including my yen, which I put in here because it's too thick for my wallet, so I just keep it in here. And so I gave the news crew one of these, which I still have. Still have quite a few of them. I didn't give them all away at the AFM. So I got to tell them about that, and I got to show them a trailer for A Horror the Student Film. By the way, I'm not done with that. That film is going to be shown once the Afro Pictures website is up. That is what I've decided. And that's going into effect after we get back. That's one of the things I'm going to be working on after we get back. Like I said, hitting the ground running. So I talked to that news crew and told them all about that and about your Yaku Yokai and what I was doing. And so, once again, this news crew didn't adopt me. Maybe they would have if I had given them the chance, but again, I had to rush. So, that's what's up. Tomorrow, we're going at it again. We're leaving Kofugo Onsen at 9 o'clock and having breakfast at a cafe. And then we're going to continue the scout. Look forward to the pictures. Look forward to more updates. I will see you all again here from Miyazaki, Miyakanojo City, Miyazaki Prefecture, Japan. Kyushu Island, Japan. おやすみなさい。